By him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Hey, watch this. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Let's go.
ETN once more. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mike 55.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the right side and complete to Hurst. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT. Check Mike 33. Blue Dan. Mike check 33.
Now it's Burrow.
Touchdown, defense.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just get back in this game?
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the 31, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be tackled right on the...
And throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Come on, fellas.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Check 55 to Mike.
On play action, Lawrence. Jones has it.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
In motion comes the tight end left.
I got him.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
It's going to be a long day.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
180. Nice hot.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check that.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
60 Pittsburgh. Recon 132-5.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
80 weapons.
Now Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Protein spill. Hey, fine.
On first and 10 is counter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Pilot, 64, weak.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the 40 now on second down. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Etienne. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, Haywood!
On third and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone's got 4 down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Is the distance on the punt there, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And they'll start on the ground. ETN. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Down. 18 Gator.
Wants to run. They're running it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. 3 buzz.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Bravo.
Let's see what you got.
They go play action with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Snoop Conner, 27 yards. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we
so
go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
180. What's that?
Now it's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here we go.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Hot.
Go. Slam, slam, slam.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
Mike check 33. 33. Rip left, rip left.
Throwing, Burrow. His throw incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball.
Here we go, here we go.
They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
11.
Hey, switch gears.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right shot.
Trip, trip.
12.
To throw, Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Get set.
Here's second
Big
and a
13.
yard.
Big 13.
We ain't begin to tear you up.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Under 10. 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Here's Burrow.
SOS, SOS. 36, 36. Kill.
He completes it to Boyd.
Kill.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Gun.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
180. 180 shot. 11 MT.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up, like a 4-1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones, yeah, the dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones, yeah, the dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Right 80.
Check hot route. Hot.
11, 11, 11.
Right to the air is Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
11, 11,
They'll send a
11.
receiver in motion to the left.
11, 11. 11, MT, tight. 11, MT, tight. Here we go. 180. Right hot.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
4 down, 4 down.
Check 4.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
12.
Now Burrow. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Ringo. 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
We got 4.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense.
Gun. Dot. 180. Check. 11. 52.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. 180.
You don't want nothing.
What is that?
Hey, you don't want to see me.
11 mighty.
Switch. Mike, check 33. You gonna get this, boy? You think,
12.
You think you gonna get this? Check.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Mighty. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away.
Here we go.
You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Second down and goal. Burrow. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here we go.
180.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Dancing to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, ETN. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Go now.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
X3, 218, chopper.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the
Lawrence will throw.
Watch the slant.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Mike. 57's Mike.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Good job.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
30 base.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Here we go. Here we go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check
11. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Let's get set. Right, 80.
Hey, we are
12.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
Right, 80. 11, Thomas.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are back within a score. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he will find the end zone again, so he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Get ready.
And his throw is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. And en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Pilot, 64,
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
12, 12, 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. McPherson's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick me up. General West.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And his throw here's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From midfield now, Lawrence.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Man open, here is Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Go, go. 6-6, bullet high.
He's checking. Crash.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
You ready? 2nd and 6.
57 the mic.
Don't get nervous.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Again, it's Connor. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's our field.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's coming.
Hasty will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Watch left.
Here we go.
White 80. White 80. Alert. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
Come on.
Gun, gun.
So the big play gets him across
180.
midfield now for 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And some room to work. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Deuce, deuce, deuce.
11 Thomas.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Mike 57.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down, a run with Etienne. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Wins championships, baby. Kill.
X3. 218.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. With a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
There's Manhurts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. This one caught by Ridley. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here I come.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Switches.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a two-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rayshad Jenkins picks it off, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense.
Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar. How to go large.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Seattle. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Check Mike 33.
Let's go.
Go, check. Go, check.
We got to step up.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across.